Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the gateway to the west, St. Louis, Missouri. And it is our final day here at Transworld, the haunted house and haunt industry trade show. And over the past couple days, we've been covering some of the amazing things on the floor, some of the amazing Halloween-related items. Today, it is our final day. We're going to focus on something a little different because in addition to having a massive Halloween show, they have a Christmas show going on at the same time on the same show floor with the Halloween show. So I figured today, our last day, we will finally check out what they have for Christmas. So please, follow me. So we have one short day here in St. Louis, one short day to have a lifetime of fun. It's a little quieter out here in the hall than it has been last couple days. Now the Christmas stuff is on the same show floor as the Halloween stuff, but they do have a separate Christmas entrance over here. I guess this is for maybe people interested in the Christmas show that don't want to walk through miles and miles of zombies and gore to see the Christmas stuff. I have this giant Christmas ornament. You can crawl inside. Ooh, look at the fuzzy walls. This is by Prop House, and look at this. Their business card is matches. I asked the question. I saw the match collection at the Cherokee County Museum in North Carolina, asking if places still have their own matches, and looks like at least Prop House Design Company has their own matches. Oh, watch out! This spooky ghost has made its way over to the Christmas area. Well, here we go, the Christmas show. And here we enter through the Christmas portal. Oh yeah, you can see all the lights. When it comes to Christmas, lights are a big deal. It is Equipment Solutions International. And they have some really cool, like these are like trains, like train cars. You have a little train ride at your Christmas celebration. Here's some here's some Halloween ones too. These are really cool. Look, there's hands there reaching out of the grill. Oh yeah, there's a whole train. This is super cool. And inside here, this little penguin house. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Light up dance floor. That's pretty fun. And man, I think Jen would really love this. A penguin dressed as a reindeer. Two of her favorites. You have a penguin dressed up like a Christmas tree. Classic Christmas hat penguin. Snowy nutcracker there. And that looks like something out of Game of Thrones. There's another nutcracker. Uh-oh, I think we might have accidentally stepped into Valentine's Day. Little penguin Santa Claus. Got a lot of cool photo ops. We saw the ice chair. They have the corn chair there, or at least like stalks of corn, and a completely different variety of corn chair over here. Oh yeah, I want to sit on a big corn cob. It'd be really cool for like a fall festival or something like that. This is Big Joy's here, little pumpkin ride. Oh, look at this Bumble Mouth. Yeah, with Christmas, it's all about the light shows. Oh. Now this is really unique here. This is a giant tic-tac-toe game. Push the buttons. Okay, you push that button, everything gets unlighted, and then you press the buttons here to light up tic-tac-toe board Now the other person playing is over here on this side. So let's see. Yeah, so they light up their side, and then you over here can see where they put theirs on yours. So yeah, back and forth playing this massive game of tic-tac-toe. That's a lot of fun. Menorah.net has these really cool glowing menorahs, a dreidel right there. Oh, look at the big one. This is Shenzhen Lester Lighting Technology. The shimmering mask here. So got some reindeers. It's a Spira Christmas tree. So apparently these are meant to be very easy to put away. I guess it collapses down like a big coil. And then you just gotta hang the ornaments and you're ready to go. Yeah, back here, it's almost like a laser light show. All these different light vendors. These are different. We got different like sports teams lights. Got Hello Kitty. You can see those trees lighting and dancing there. Big rocking horse. And here, even in the Christmas section, you gotta have a little bit of spookiness, right? Got some Halloween lights. Over here, the skeleton, the pumpkin. Oh, what's this here? Is this it's like a mirror maze? Okay, walking through the mirror maze. Oh, yep. That's a mirror. That's a Frankenstein. Oh yeah, this is like a different type of mirror maze. I've been through a lot of mirror mazes, you know. And look at this. You got the talking pumpkin pile there. Talking tree. Oh, okay, just the pumpkin pile just transformed into a snowman. Oh, look at this. We got a Rudolph race car here. The nose there. See even the wheels turning. Oh, the Rudolph car, yeah. I guess we can actually sit here in the driver's seat. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Just imagine cruising down the Indy 500 racetrack dressed as a glowing Rudolph. All right, now we gotta try to. Apparently, these race cars are easier to get into than to get out of. Okay, there we go. All right. Holiday lighting and creations. Right now you can take the Santa home for $2,700. Oh man, Jen would be so happy. Although I don't think I could get the... Yeah, I'm on a plane, that's right. You're super happy gingerbread men. Yeah, this is a little bit of a different vibe than the rest of the Transworld floor. Got some skiing elves. These big Christmas ornaments. And look at that. It's Hug Me Santa. Big swan. Yeah, just look at this. Again, like a massive light show here inside the America Center. This is your Pixel store. These flashing, glowing tulips and roses. Yeah, like there's a haunted house back there. So yeah, there definitely is a crossover between Christmas and Halloween. I've been seeing that a lot. You know, Halloween haunts maybe having their own Christmas events, family-friendly Christmas events. I like the snowmobile here. Illuminated trees here makes these illuminated trees. This is really beautiful. Yeah, I could see this like in a theme park. Really incredible. Look what we got here. That big old arch. I haven't had a chance yet to go see the arch. I mean, you've seen it from a distance, but I love the arch. And I love how you know, no matter where you are in St. Louis, you can catch glimpses of it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that fog rolling across the floor. I guess this is Froggy's Fog. It's like a little Christmas outpost here. Yeah, look at that. That fog roll across the floor. Oh, check out that warm Christmas fireplace there. Oh yeah, that tree almost goes all the way to the ceiling. A forest of glowing trees. Oh, look at this spooky bat. Not only can you take home your own train, but it says the booth is for sale. So I guess you can get it all in a fell sweep. Here at Santaland, we have a bunch of figures, even some animatronics. We got a singing polar bear there. These penguins here, these are moving as well. And your choice of Grinch costumes, either go with the animated Grinch or the Jim Carrey version. They have a polar bear family. Scarecrow figure there. So a little bit of Happy Halloween. And Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus here. A couple different variants, if you will, of Santa and his wife. Oh, there's Cooking Santa getting his flour and his giant gingerbread cookie. Mrs. Claus got her rolling pin. Got the giant Frosty the Snowman and this big pumpkin here as well. We have Santa's Magic Event Toolbox here. These are from Frankenville, which I visited last Halloween season in Killen, Alabama. This is the different events in a box here. Plug and play for different parks having events. You can see the little toot coming there at the top of the train. What is this? This is the prop house. And oh, look at this. A giant present there with the elf kicking his feet. Yeah, these are like all giant props. A big drum there. Big Christmas ornament. A little snowy village. Santa flying over top. Oh, look at these penguins here gliding around on the ice. That's a lot of fun. This is a spooky section. I think actually we're in the part of the show floor where Christmas and Halloween meet. Oh yeah, you see the big spooky fireplace, the boiling cauldron, big spooky tree to walk through. You got a sleigh pulled by a train, the Extreme Fun Company. You have Santa in his swim trunks playing the ukulele. Hopefully that'll be me when I'm in Hawaii. This is Winterland over here. These different archways, all these different props for different holidays. You got the apple table. Oh wait, I think this is actually a peach table. This is a peach table because that is an apple table. You got the different characters here, like the Sugar Plum Fairy, the Easter Bunny. These fun painted pumpkins. And the different archways here. Got like the pumpkin archway down there, and the candy corn archway. But look at, hey, how are you? If you walk through the candy corn archway, go over here to Death Dealer Props. Through the candy corn archway. We accidentally wandered into Halloween. No, it's back in here. So this is Halloween too. It's just friendly Halloween, maybe more of like a fall festival type vibe with the gourd chair. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, I like the. Oh, I think this is my favorite table, the pumpkin table. You can see all the seeds. A little Grim Reaper mouse. He's pretty fun. Terrified pumpkin stack. The witch photo op. Watch out, we got some insane chainsaw wielding clowns. Oh my gosh. The wicked old witch. Oh my gosh, there's eyeballs wrapped around her staff. It looks like someone bought a giant light-up jack-o'-lantern there. But over here we have some mummies playing instruments. A mummy jamboree, if you will. Over here is the horn section. And a big evil clown face with spikes coming through it. Walk through the evil clown. Big skeleton. I've seen him at certain theme parks. Just keep walking through the clown mouths. Over here we have the inflatables, the bouncy castles, the slides. Look at this, like a big witch's cauldron. You get the witch's legs poking out the top. It's like Frankenstein's castle over here. Through there, or the Scarecrow house. It's like some sort of rainbow pumpkin dance party. Dogwood Entertainment here. I guess their mascot is a dog, but they make these pumpkin murals here. See the Sanderson sisters, Frankenstein, interesting pumpkin mermaid. Oh, who's this guy? Is that P.T. Barnum? All right, so I think we covered most of the Christmas stuff. So let's run around the Halloween stuff a little more, see if there's anything we missed. Here is Sinister Contraptions. We got a writhing zombie there. Oh yeah, look at that little demon head there. Yeah, we're officially back in Halloween. Apparently these are foam. Oh yeah, these are like super light. That's really crazy. Look at the little tongue there. What's this over here? The Haunt Lab. This is the grave of Michael Jackstone. Oh, see Michael Jackstone there.
Michael Jackstone, rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace. Oh, there we go. Oh, can I get a little dance to him? Oh.
Hi, my name is Andrew Goklowski. We're the Haunt Lab, and we specialize in DIY pneumatic animatronic kits and electronics. We're about making professional scare tools accessible to the everyman.
Awesome. Yeah, I love this. Love the
Thank you.
love the Michael Jackstone. I initially had thought I had covered the show floor pretty good, but I'm seeing all sorts of stuff I missed over the last couple of days. Here we have Unorthodox Entertainment Company. This is called the Medical Mech. You can see this like robot with all the different saws, wrenches, syringes in eyeballs. Well, I've met this guy a few times, the Stuffed Abomination, this teddy bear made of other discarded teddy bears. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, it's a little machine gun. This is the Forbidden Sanctum. Look at this guy.
We're out of El Paso, Texas.
El Paso, Texas? Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this taxidermy mounted werewolf.
The Carpetbagger!
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? I saw you like every day and I went to say hi and I haven't.
Well, hello. It's good to see you.
I've been watching your videos since I was a little kid.
Since you're a little kid?
Yeah. Well, I'm only 19, so I'm still little, but
now you're a grown-up monster?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yep.
The Let's Scare cancer booth where they're fundraising for haunters with cancer. See the ribbon there on the pumpkin and a completely rotten pony. Gearheads Unlimited have some haunt weaponry. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this very loud horn guns. Oh, look at that one. Let's put that back. Just autograph foliages here. They make artificial trees and corn stalks. You can see the scarecrow up there. And the feet of the Wicked Witch of the East. Yeah, Sunday, the last day of the convention. So you see a lot of the stuff has been sold. All of these were covered in masks the other day. You can see all the purchased masks.
Love to show.
I know. You guys, looks like you guys had a good weekend.
Oh yeah, can't complain about that.
Looks like Terra Class Aesthetics has sold quite a few masks and outfits. Yeah, I've never come to the show on the last day. Interesting to see like how much has been sold, how much is missing. Got cool, scary stuff. Having a Sunday sale. You could bring home a spider-faced witch. Look at that. I see people packing up their purchases. This guy here has bought a couple of pustules. Back over here at Froggy's Fog. I don't know how I missed this the other day. Of course, Froggy's Fog having their 20th birthday. Here is Mr. Froggy, their terrifying mascot. Oh, snow and fog. Oh, look at that snow. Snowing at Halloween.
I don't even know.
Oh, jeez. The trauma shop over here, I just noticed. This is absolutely incredible. The My Pet Monster. Oh my gosh. My favorite toy as a child. Jen got me one of these, a vintage one for Christmas years ago. This is tremendous. See, we've got the orange chains on the horns there. Haunted props here breaking down. All they have left is one little elf on the shelf. Yeah, even though Christmas and Halloween are divided on the show floor, you can always see a little bit of Christmas cheer over here in the Halloween section. Okay, so they actually just made an announcement over the PA that the show floor closes at 2 o'clock. I actually thought it was open a little longer than that. I must have been mistaken. So we're gonna have to clear out of here and say goodbye to this year's Transworld. Legitimately sad to see the end of Transworld 2025. Already looking forward to Transworld 2026. This is one of those events that I really, really don't ever want to have to miss. Oh, looks like someone bought Joseph Merrick. So now that we're being booted out of Transworld, now that the show is over, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, folks. Trying to figure out something else to do with the rest of my day here in St. Louis. And here on this wall, they got different portraits of different locations in St. Louis. And look at this. We have the Missouri History Museum. I figured, I love checking out the different state history museums, learning more about the state I'm in. So let's see if we can make our way. We can get some transportation over to the Missouri History Museum. Who knows if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you, I've been changed for good. It's an interesting statue. Huh. Wonder who this is a statue of. Here is the Metrolink station, so we can hop a train over to the History Museum. All right, we validate our ticket right there. It's validated. That's not our train. We need the train over on these tracks. Here comes our train.
Also, connection point for the red line to Never Airport. This is the blue line.
Oh yeah, they actually have a mural of the History Museum here at the train stop. And right as we leave the train station, there it is, straight ahead. And we have arrived at the Missouri History Museum, and it looks like they have an exhibit on the 1904 World's Fair. Now, I'm absolutely fascinated by the World's Fairs, but I don't know that much about the St. Louis World's Fair, so let's see what we can learn. Whoa. And as we enter here, see the statue of Thomas Jefferson. Apparently, this building here, or this part of the museum, is actually built as a Thomas Jefferson memorial in the early 1900s. Okay, so the Missouri History Museum, entirely free. And that's actually, I think, one important thing about the city of St. Louis. There's so much to do here that does not cost anything. The History Museum here is free, the Science Museum is free, and the zoo is free. So there's no excuse on not being able to find something fun to do in St. Louis. But let's head into the World's Fair exhibit. And look at this. Under the screen, this massive map of the World's Fair. Yeah, they really went all out for these World Fairs back then. Built basically whole cities to house the activities. Talks about the Ferris wheel here at the St. Louis World's Fair 1904. This is the same Ferris wheel that was in Chicago at the 1893 World's Fair, which is, considered that's one of the big ones. And actually, they moved the Ferris wheel. The original Ferris wheel only was in 2 locations. Was built and debuted in Chicago, the 1893 World's Fair, the first ever Ferris wheel. And then it was moved here to St. Louis, where just several years later it was demolished. And some say that there are still pieces of the Ferris wheel buried on the old fairgrounds, where it says that they have found pieces of it buried. So they kind of just demolished it and then buried it. We have some souvenirs here from the World's Fair. It's a commemorative glass hatchet, and then a replica. They would sell off these toy replicas of the Chinese village. So they would have different villages set up for different countries, for people in that country to show their culture. And apparently this stein here, this beer stein, Teddy Roosevelt actually drank out of this, which is pretty insane. Okay, I forgot about this. They had the World's Fair in 1904 in St. Louis, but they also at the exact same time had the 1904 Olympics. So they ran the Olympics and the World Fair at the same time in St. Louis. Here is a Olympic medal. They have the bigger medals that you can touch and look at here. So yeah, some dicier things at the fair. They talk about American colonialism. America was, making colonies, expanding the empire, and they had a Filipino village. I guess these are items from the Filipino village. They recruited Filipinos to show, to show that America had civilized them. They actually they showed off different groups of people, showing some that were quote unquote savage and some that were quote unquote civilized after America took over. So yeah, it's racist. It's racist. I've always found this one of the both most fascinating and most disheartening and saddest stories. The story of Oda Benga. He was on display. Yes, on display at the St. Louis World's Fair. And after the fair was over, he actually went, and this is just horrible. This is just sad. He went to live at the Bronx Zoo in the monkey enclosure. He had a very sad life. He eventually did get his freedom. Local black religious figures fought for his freedom in New York. In the zoo. What a sad state of affairs. And ended up ending himself. Just because of he was taken from his homeland, put on display in American zoos, and man, yeah, some very dark and sad history. Learning about the St. Louis World's Fair, not as uplifting as I was hoping it was. I knew about Oda Benga. I actually did not realize that he was on display at the St. Louis World Fair. Some more items from the fair. This is not a wheelchair. This is a roller chair. This is not meant for disabled people. They actually rented these out at the fair so you could push yourself around. And you can see the sweeping device there used to clean everything up. So most of the buildings built for the World's Fair were actually meant to be temporary. That's what they did have to last the 7 months of the fair. So kind of it'd be buildings that were strong enough to be used as museums and flimsy enough where they could be demolished. So you can see some chunks here of the old buildings left behind. So yeah, looking out onto the fairgrounds here, the majority of these palaces were all demolished after 7 months. Imagine the creation of something that grand just to demolish it when you are finished. And you can see over there in the center, there is the Ferris wheel, the final resting place of the original Ferris wheel. So the museum we were in actually sits in this park. All of this was demolished. Some of the bits are left behind. I guess that art museum right there, that is still being used. That is the St. Louis Art Museum right there. I guess we would be right here on the outskirts. Look there. I think that is like the Chinese village. But just, yeah, imagine all of this built and then the vast majority of it was gone 7 months later. See the terracotta bench there. And then down here it does talk about the different pieces of the fair. I guess the few pieces, the few buildings that still do exist. I guess the art museum. This says that the administration building is now part of a college, and this bird cage, this giant bird cage, is actually still at the St. Louis Zoo. I did want to check out the rest of the museum as well. Here's the Gateway to Pride. This exhibit talks about the history of the LGBTQIA+ community here in St. Louis. That's lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, intersex, asexual, plus other identities. This explains here guess, the difference between gender presentation, biological sex, sexuality, and gender identity. Talks here about different residents of St. Louis in the community. Here in the corner, you can share your identity. I guess you write it down here on this piece of paper, put it in that slot, and then they put some on display here. It says, "I am Filipina Native American bisexual woman married to a man, Ecuador lover of humans." It says, "I am Jane." She identifies as a gay cisgender male. It says, "I'm a straight man that loves his girlfriend." Cool exhibit. Talks about Florence Smith here. So the 1870s and 1880s, the police in St. Louis arrested Smith, who was a biological man, for wearing a dress. Another person, John Berger, who identifies as a man and was dressing in men's clothing, was arrested for the crime of masquerading. So apparently pretending, or allegedly pretending to be someone of the other gender, was considered a crime.
I entered, determined to go somewhere.
Talks about the gay community here in St. Louis, and actually here mentions the Mardi Gras celebration we saw yesterday, saying that the neighborhood where it started is a very large population of gay people in that community, which helped build the Mardi Gras parade to be as big as it is today. Oh, you can see those disco balls up there, talking about other aspects of what was considered gay culture at the time. Talks about earring magic Ken, who it says became a gay icon. It was originally it said a toy manufacturer for little girls, but because of his outfit, his earring, he became a gay icon. Also, we have Tinky Winky, and I remember this in the 90s when Jerry Falwell accused this character of on the Teletubbies of being gay because of the purple color, the triangle, and the triangle on the head. So that was just absurd. Talks here about the masquerading laws being overturned. Again, that was the St. Louis ordinance where it was illegal to dress differently from your biological sex. It was overturned in 1986. And we saw the other exhibit where people were being arrested in the 1880s. So over 100 years that law stood and put people in jail for wearing clothes. Here is the jersey of Michael Sam, the first openly gay player drafted to the NFL. It says he actually went to college at the University of Missouri. There's the signs of different gay bars and gay clubs that have gone out of business recently. I guess talks about how now that it is more accepted, now that they are not forced to live in the closet, that I guess these places become less necessary. So we come up to the second floor. You can see a replica of the Spirit of St. Louis there. There's two exhibits up here. Reflections, that's 1904 to 2000. And Currents. Currents is 1764 to 1904. I guess we should start here at the beginning. Talks about the Native Americans over here. But as we've seen in several other museums, some of the objects are removed because of the Native American Graves Protection Act. A lot of museums have been made to remove items. They have to get official permission from the tribes in how they present the items. So the fur trading here. If anything I've learned, St. Louis founded on fur trading and the manufacturing of beaver hats. There's an exhibit on peril in St. Louis. St. Louis was a dangerous place to live in the 1800s. Environmental calamities, fire, tornadoes, contagious diseases like cholera. Talks about the 1849 St. Louis fire. You can see the fire truck here within the walls of this burnt out building. See the old firefighter hats in here, as well as the ladders, and I guess those are some chairs from the fire department. Talks about the 1896 tornado here. See the tree roots there up on the roof. You can see that there's like a demon flying over the city with a sickle. And the newspaper headlines, South St. Louis is littered with the bodies of the dead. Yikes. And it says that this cigar store Indian was launched all the way across the city. And over here it talks about epidemic. It says that drinking water in St. Louis was full of factory runoff and human excrement. There's a child's coffin, or I guess that's a very small coffin. That's probably a baby coffin. So this is Captain Henry Stillman's tombstone. Man, dark times in St. Louis. Of course, St. Louis here on the Mississippi River. Talks about the 1877 labor strikes, where the men that unloaded the ships decided to strike because of low pay and horrendous conditions. It's the council room of William Clark of Lewis and Clark. As Thomas Jefferson appointed him to work out Native American land disputes. So I guess Clark was the Paul Simon of the group. So it talks about the Louisiana Purchase and shows how large it made the United States, how much land added to the United States. You can see that. The Louisiana Purchase, there we go. Pretty much doubles the size of the U.S. So the next exhibit is Reflections. That's 1904 to 2000. So from the World's Fair to the year 2000. What happened after that? They have no record of. So this is the sports section, and they're talking about the St. Louis Browns. I know the Cardinals are the baseball team, but apparently there was the St. Louis Browns at one point, and apparently the St. Louis Browns started in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and were called the Milwaukee Brewers, but the Milwaukee Brewers still exist, and I know nothing about sports, and this is very confusing to me. Now I know there's a Cleveland Browns too, but I think that's a football team. So here is the St. Louis Browns merch here. I think that is a brownie, kind of a fairy-like creature that must have been, kind of named after that mythical creature. Okay, speaking of confusing, this has got me super confused, but I think this is all a strange coincidence. So we attended Transworld here in this building right here. This is the America Center, and they have a conjoining dome. One year they did show the Christmas stuff in the dome, but not this year. So that is called, they call that the Transworld Dome, TWA, Transworld Dome. But so we went to Transworld, where they have the Transworld Dome, but I think that this is just a coincidence. I think the name Transworld for the show and the name Transworld for the dome just happened to be a interesting coincidence. But my favorite St. Louis team mascot is the St. Louis University Billikens. This is their spoonball team. I don't even know what spoonball is. But you can see the Billikens, another little mythical creature there. And they actually do have a statue of a Billiken out in front of the university. Head into this suburban home here. Oh, with a nice pink kitchen. And this way you enter the city of St. Louis. Oh, what's this wheel do? Okay. Oh, you turn the different time periods. Oh, okay, so you can see as you turn it, you can see the city grow and expand. Yeah, that's up to 2,000, the height of population there. This talks here about the music scene in St. Louis. So they're known for their symphony orchestras, their blues, and their jazz. I think blues and jazz travels up and down the Mississippi River. Oh, looks like we're passing under the arch here. Talks about the auto industry in St. Louis. This is a horseless carriage from the 1900s. Oh, look over here. It says, touch this little tiny arch. This is the history clubhouse section here. I guess it's a section for younger children to be able to run around and enjoy history. But the guide of the clubhouse is this gargoyle here, Glory the Gargoyle. And it says that you can look up at the top of the doorway and see Glory the Gargoyle. Okay, I think that's them right there. And now it is time to exit through the gift shop. These St. Louis shirts. I am St. Louis. Oh, they have some cool World's Fair merch there. The Ferris wheel on it and the logo. There's the Ferris wheel Christmas ornament. These little stand-up Ferris wheels here. Some merch over here from the Pride exhibit as well. And of course the traditional food of St. Louis, the toasted ravioli. Oh, look at this, pretty darn Midwestern. There's a smiling Midwest right there. Oh, that's, yeah, my home country, the Midwest. And look what we have here, some pressed pennies from the Missouri History Museum. Of course, we're not making pennies anymore, so we need to get them while we can. And I think I'm going to get all of these. They have the riverboat, they have the Spirit of St. Louis, they have Glory the Gargoyle, that is the mascot of the children's section of the museum, and that Ferris wheel, the first Ferris wheel, originally in Chicago, the 1893 World's Fair, that moved here to St. Louis in 1904. Definitely got to get that because, well, we're going to get it anyways, but because this Ferris wheel debuted at the 1893 World's Fair, which is also where the pressed penny debuted. And some wonderful St. Louis pennies for the collection. As we're exiting here, you can see how this part of the museum actually was like an outdoor monument to Thomas Jefferson. You can see it actually says up there, Jefferson Memorial. They enclosed it with and built the museum around it, which is kind of interesting. So thank you for joining me here today as we end the Transworld weekend and wind up at the Missouri History Museum. You never know where we're going to end up on this channel as the day goes. Now I'm going to be here in St. Louis for one more day, so I'll be enjoying the city, finding some things to enjoy in the city tomorrow, and then the day after that we fly back to home. Fly back to home, and then the year is going to really kick into full gear. I'm going to be headed down to Florida for a few days and see some things down in Florida, and then we're going to begin another grand train adventure. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. Now, if you do like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more gets you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also enamel pins, motel key fobs, pressed pennies down in the Etsy shop. And if you'd like to receive a personalized message from me for yourself, for a family member, for a friend. I do that on Cameo. The information for all those things is in the description, and all those things help keep this Metrolink on the track, this riverboat in the water, and the spirit of St. Louis in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.